Neuralink starts with a surgeon drilling a hole in your head about the size of a coin. Then a robotic arm carefully inserts the ultra-thin, flexible threads into your brain. These threads are finer than a strand of hair and are equipped with electrodes that directly interact with the cells in your brain. This implant is capable of interpreting your thoughts and applying them to real-life actions.
Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission is affiliate Kappa GMS. I just wanted to bring out, this thing with this real ID and Neuralink and these RFID chips, okay, and scanners is going to lead to the Motb, okay. All this stuff is going to be combined to lead to it, okay. As you see with the implant, you can see basically they're going to have to drill in your head, okay. And then I got the video after this about them putting it in your right hand, okay. So I'm going to bring out scriptures as the videos go along. Revelations 13-16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay. And it's people that's already receiving that Neuralink trials, okay, and these different scanners, RFID scanners, okay, receiving these devices in their hands as implants, okay, implants and different things, okay. So, he's coming down with great wrath, okay, and we have little time left, okay, to service the Lord, men of the Lord, to try to get this truth out to the remnant, okay, the 1/3, okay, the elect, okay. It's not playtime, all right. These things are happening, and as you'll hear too, that this technology has been being developed since the 50s and 60s, okay. Basically, when the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, started to learn the truth and bring out this truth, okay, before a lot of us were even born, okay, that are currently in this truth, all right. So this man is known, Esau has known what he wants to accomplish. He's been known what he's putting his eggs in. He's been knowing what he's doing as far as to bring out this Motb technology, okay. But the real ID is going to open up, okay, and the other devices like the scanners and the surgeries and the implants and things like that are already set up, okay. But Target has some new scanners, RFID scanners, okay, and they're vicious, okay. They can find anything you program it to find, and once you put that chip in your hand or head, they'll be able to find you in a lineup, okay, of a whole bunch of people, like finding some clothes, okay, so like a shirt, okay. You do not want to get this, okay. We're talking to the house of Israel. The heathens, Esau, he's through, okay. Esau is a body hacker, all right. But you do not want to get this if you're from the house of Israel, okay, because you will be destroyed, okay. It's no second chance. There's no redo. The first time was the COVID-19 C-19 jab, the Maxine Waters, okay, and a lot of Israelites went out and got that, okay, and a lot of them perished as well or had complications after that, health complications, okay. So Yahweh is not playing, all right. So Revelations 13-16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay. So people in jail don't matter, people that are out, people that are rich, people that are poor, okay, they're going to run to this thing. But the beginning stages, everything is already set up and the equipment and things needed. But just getting the people to coerce them into ultimately taking it. They're trapping you with the real ID, okay, and then the ability not to be able to travel, okay, use air travel, okay, and then they're gonna also block you in with jobs, not having a job, and then the food, okay, the famine, the tariffs, okay. These are all designed to force you into taking the Motb, okay. So this devil has it all mapped out, okay, all four corners. He's gonna block you in, okay. But that's why it's important to have faith and not fear, but faith that the Lord will deliver you, okay, will get you out of these jams, okay.
Again, when I approach the device, it opens the Facebook page I set it to.
Colin Cravino has a microchip implanted in both of his hands.
Some people just look really grossed out. I put my hand up and I let them poke at it and they freak out.
Developed in the 1950s and 60s, RFID chips, short for radio frequency identification, have been used by retailers to track packages and prevent theft. Farmers use the chips to keep tabs on their livestock. Pet owners use them to identify their cats and dogs. And lately, members of the so-called body hacker movement have been implanting RFID chips under their skin, programming them to perform various tasks. Colin Cravino, a smartphone repairman in Brooklyn, New York, uses his chips to open his front door. He found them on a website called Dangerous Things that sells implant kits and offers user tips.
I came across it when I was doing research on the Samsung deadbolt that I bought. And then the first thing that I noticed was that I could get an RFID tag that would work with the deadbolt.
Cravino plans to modify one of his motorcycles next.
And I haven't decided on where I want to put the authenticator, the antenna, thinking probably down by the seat somewhere because this comes off. So I would just tap my hand on it. Then the light would come on as if I put the key in, and then I would just hit the ignition and start the vehicle.
RFID retailers estimate that between 30 and 50,000 people worldwide have chip implants in their bodies. German tech consultant Andreas Sjöström used his chip as a boarding pass on a recent flight from Stockholm to Paris, and to get into an airport VIP lounge. Skeptics say the implants raise privacy issues and worry that strangers could tap into the information on a chip without the owner's knowledge. Others say potential uses for the technology, such as keeping track of a patient with dementia, could pose ethical concerns. But Cravino and others see a future where technology and the human form will merge.
I think when it becomes more prevalent and there's a lot more things and options that you can do with this, that people will, opt in for that kind of augmented human sort of attitude. That's why I have an Android device and not an iPhone, is because I want to be able to customize everything I have, so why should I not be able to customize myself?
So what is Esau saying in his heart? Basically, he's happy, he's proud. Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's what he wants to do with this technology, okay? He wants to be able to control you, to be literally inside you, okay? To, call it what it is, hack you, okay? Know your innermost thoughts, be privy to all the things that the Most High is privy to, okay? All right. He wants to be like who? The Most High. Using you is not enough, okay? He has the fatness of the earth. That's not enough, okay? He has to study you, okay? That's not enough, okay? He wants to feed you what he wants to feed you, okay? That's not enough. He wants to control your finances, okay? That's not enough. He's in your home, okay? He's in your business, okay? Your marital business with your woman. That's not enough, okay? Nothing is not enough for this man, okay? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. That's what he's saying, okay? He wants to go to space with SpaceX and all these different things. I will be like the Most High. That's what he said, okay? He wants to be like the Most High, all right? We know that's ultimately not going to take place. That's not going to happen. This man is crazy. This is why he has to get up out of here, okay? All right, you know, he's very proud, okay? Flaunting this technology, okay? Being able to hack into, use this technology to enter into your Facebook, your social media, use it to in the realm of man, as far as access different technologies, okay, that are linked up with this, okay? This is what it's called Neuralink. It's a connection, okay? All right. And like always, Revelation 13-16, you know, like we seen with the first video with the brain implant, and then this guy with the hand implant, okay? And he calls up all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay? And I just showed you 2 videos of that, okay? This is what their goal is for, okay, all the heathen, okay? But specifically you tribes, okay? He wants to have control over the Most High's, you know, his precious jewels, okay? And that's the house of Israel, okay? Right. So, you know, he wants you to receive this mark in your forehead, okay, your head or whatever, and then what? Either or in your hand too, okay? And a lot of heathens, you know, they're going to be destroyed anyway. They're bringing this technology out. They're adopting this technology. They're happy about it, okay? They're thrilled, okay? Proverbs 6:17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, okay? But what are these? Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doeth the Lord, okay? Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, okay? So, what? A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. And that's what this man Esau, these Edomites, these white people, okay? This is what they're doing, okay? And this is what they plan to do, okay? They have a proud look about them, okay? Even though he's bringing down the mirth, Most High is bringing down the pride in them. But these high level Edomites are still proud, okay? Okay, a proud look, a lying tongue, okay? They're lying, they're not telling you, you know, even Esau is second guessing his own technology, okay? They're not telling you the real reason, okay, why they're implementing this technology at the last minute, okay? They're trying to take as many people down with them as possible, as many Israelites from the northern and southern tribe as possible, okay? That's what this is all about. That's why they're forcing this technology, okay? And hands that shed innocent blood, okay? And these Edomites have shedded innocent blood over the millennia that they have been in charge, okay? They have been going around raping, robbing, pillaging, murdering, okay, unnecessarily, okay, over the top, okay? Okay, and he knows that his judgment is upon him, okay? All right.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good, you okay?
It's not bad. 77 £3, yeah?
Yes, that's right, yes. Okay. Doesn't work. Oh, there we go.
How do you do it?
Magic.
Huh?
Magic.
Oh, magic.
Okay, and that's all he wants, okay? He wants you to be able to scan, okay? Use your palm to scan so he can keep track of you, okay? Keep track of how much you got in your account, okay? Or what type of currency, you know, the currency you have in your account. They're going to use the digital currency, okay? Revelations 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, okay? You see the Edomite, okay? wooing and wowing the nations, okay? Trying to woo them up, and he's like, how you do that? Magic, okay? And see, Esau is just technology that he has, okay? But that's that pride, like I was saying, it's kicking in, okay? He wants to be, up on the latest and greatest, the first one to do it, okay? But, okay, these other nations and you 2/3, okay, you're not aware, okay? You lack the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this truth, okay? You're not listening to the prophets. You're going to be sheep led to the slaughter, basically, okay? All right, because you've been warned. This warning has gone out across the four corners of the earth, okay? But you failed to take heed, okay? The 2/3, okay? There, and the 2/3, okay? The Most High is using the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, to pull out the 1/3 among the 2/3, okay? His message has went out, all right? So a lot of Israelites are going to be destroyed, okay? Revelations 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, okay? And this is going to be a way to keep track of you, okay? Once these heathens and these 2/3 take this, he's going to be able to keep track of them, okay? And know where they are and pick them out like some clothing, okay? Using these scanners and stuff. This technology he has, it's crazy. It's just, it's like beating a dead horse, trying to, warn and let the nations know, okay? And your own house, your own people know, okay? But it's like they aren't seeing, they're still confused. Jake, the last days is still confused, don't know what's going on, still partying, okay? Still playing around, all right? And they're going to be destroyed. Fools, folly, and foolishness is going to get you killed, okay? All right? Okay, so for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. Revelations 12:12. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, right, he has a short time left, okay? And he's coming down with great wrath, okay, by bringing out this technology, forcing it upon all the other heathen and the nations, because he knows that Yahushua is on the way to destroy him, all right?
It's this box. Oh, and it just dropped on my fucking foot. I'm just kidding. It wasn't the very bottom one, but the second to last box. But here it is. You cannot RFID this bra. 10 minutes later, I found it.
All right. Genesis 25:27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And that's what this devil is, okay? He's a cunning hunter, okay? He's searching, okay? He wants to destroy, okay? He's hunting the poor, okay? The oppressed. Who are the oppressed and who are the poor? The Israelites, okay? The house of Israel, the northern southern tribe, okay? He's hunting the northern tribe using his government, Capitol Hill, the feds, ICE, okay? Raiding and rounding them up, okay? And he's hunting for ways to literally get under the skin of the southern tribe, okay? All right, and he's going to do this by trying to make the Motb, okay, trendy, make it look cool, convenient, okay, to try to lure you in, okay. And he's going to do it by restricting air travel, okay, changing up the ID system, okay, these tariffs with famine, okay, all his different means, okay, lockdowns and different things, okay. This man is a madman, okay. So that's how Esau is. He's always looking to hunt not just animals, whatnot, but men too, okay? And how he can destroy them, okay? Revelations 13:7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, okay? And to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, okay? And that's what, he's been doing, making war with the saints, the house of Israel, okay? And Most High gave him this power on the left-hand side as to what? Discipline and put the nations in captivity because the house of Israel didn't obey the commandments, laws, and statutes that the Most High set forth for them to do, okay? And to overcome them, okay? And he did that. And power was given him over all kindreds, okay, all the families of the earth, and tongues, okay, languages, and nations, okay, these different sects, okay. So that was given unto him. This power was given unto him, all right, to make war with the saints, all right. So the Most High has used him on the left-hand side for what he needed to use him for, okay. Okay, Revelations 13:14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he hath power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, so he's deceiving like that one guy, that heathen, the other heathen, that was amazed at what Esau did. Okay, with his palm in his hand. Okay, this is power was given to him. Okay. Miracles which he had power to do in his sight, all right, the beast, all right, this AI technology, okay, this this AI chat GPT, okay, it's learning, it's going to be implemented also along with the RFID, okay, the Motb, okay, and these different generative AI technologies will be installed on these robots, okay? You see China has these robots, okay, and they're out patrolling and whatnot, okay? So this man he's on the road, okay? He's on the road right now, all right?
And off the top at 5:30, a Miami-Dade woman says she is stuck in limbo trying to get her real ID driver's license. The reason? She cannot prove that she was born in the United States. Good evening. I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Naja Sherman. Thank you for joining us. This all comes as the deadline to get the real ID change is approaching in just 2 weeks.
CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois explains how state and federal lawmakers are stepping in to help. Tanya.
That's right, Jim. Jeanette Gant Palmer was born at home in South Carolina during the Jim Crow era. A birth certificate was never issued, and without it, the DMV will not renew her license. Jeanette Gant Palmer was born in Aiken County, South Carolina, back in February of 1949.
76 years blessed.
But this retired postal worker has called Miami home for 55 years.
My car is paid for, my house is paid for, I'm going to drive.
She's had several Florida driver's licenses in the past, showing us her latest two. On the day before her birthday, she went to renew it and hit a roadblock.
After waiting 2 hours in the line, I said, I'd like to renew my driver's license. Oh no, we need this and we need that. And for what? What reason? I never had it before.
Gant Palmer needed her birth certificate or passport to prove her identity. It's part of the new Real ID program that takes effect next month. Gant Palmer has neither. She says she's been trying to get her birth certificate her whole life.
Back in those days, We were born at home. You didn't know about going to no hospital. The lady came to your house to help your mom have the baby.
For 42 years, she worked at the post office. She also drove school buses with a valid license. So how were you able to get a driver's license to begin with?
Begin with. That's what I asked the driver's license place.
Gant Palmer says she went to the DMV with every document she has, trying to verify her legal existence, including her Social Security card. She also has this letter from the state of South Carolina saying they've searched through decades of records and there's no proof of her birth. I called the Aiken County, South Carolina Office of Vital Statistics. They said they can get Gant Palmer a delayed birth certificate, but it's a lengthy process. It involves her getting her school records from way back in the 1950s. They say she can also get a court order from a judge.
So my aunt is also my constituent.
Florida State Representative Ashley Gant is Gant Palmer's niece. She stepped in trying to help.
I was able to get an extension for 90 days. I'm probably going to reach out to a House member that I met who serves in South Carolina.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. God's going to work it out, though. I don't know. But I need my driver's license. I know that much.
Now, another way to get a license is with a valid passport, and for that, you also need your birth certificate. Gant Palmer is working with U.S. Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart's office to get that passport. Diaz-Balart's office declined to tell us exactly how they're going to help her, but they assured us they are helping. In the studios tonight, Tanya Francois, CBS News, Miami.
Okay, so as you can see, right, okay, Esau's coming down, man. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:50. A nation of fierce continents which shall not regard the person of the old nor show favor to the young. Okay, and grandma wants to ride around and get it. Okay, she wants her license. Okay, and they're not showing her any favor. Okay, no regard to her because, you know, they knew her, they used her, and now they discarded her and threw her away like nothing. Okay, they're questioning even her being a citizen now, but they have all types of documents, legal documents and whatnot that she has been contributing to a member of Esau society and to this country. Okay, and you know, even her last name, you know, so you know, he doesn't regard anyone, okay, young or old, because they're a nation of fierce continents. Okay, that's the Edomites, that's the white man. Okay, so he used Eve up, the old Eve up. Okay, and now he don't know her, and now she can't do anything. Okay, she won't be able to go anywhere. Right? See, and that's what happens when you trust our enemy. Okay, these women, they put their trust in Esau's system. They want to do what he says, and when they try to do what he says, okay, he put them in a trick bag, and that's what he's going to do with the real ID. The real ID is going to be a trick bag to a lot of people. Okay, it's going to lead you to be in limbo. You're going to get your regular license taken. Okay, they're going to either question your citizenship, your birthright here in this country, or they're going to just ship you back. They're going to say that your immigration status is being challenged or in jeopardy because of different things he's changing up. So they're going to ship you off. Okay, it's northern or southern tribe. Okay, so see, that real ID is going to segue into the Motb. Okay, he's trapping you. So he's going to trap you with the real ID. Okay, you won't be able to fly anywhere. Okay, you won't be able to drive anywhere. Okay, and then you got the jobs. Okay, all these people getting fired and laid off from jobs. Okay, you won't have a job. Then he's going to hit you with the food. He's coming down with the food, the tariffs. Okay, different things like that. Okay, this is all going to segue into the Motb. Okay, the RFID. The real ID is just you know, just gonna bleed. It's gonna guide you. It's gonna coerce you. You know how Esau does. He likes to guide the cattle, the sheep. Okay, he likes to herd them into certain spaces, and that's what he's trying to do right now. He's doing it using gradualism. Okay, on the left hand side. All right, but no, he does not regard the old or the young, or show favor to neither or. neither one, okay? You see how he'll shoot down a YN or a young child or whatnot in the street, okay, under the clause of him defending himself, okay, or whatnot. And he will disregard old Jakes, okay, that have put in time, work, and effort, the older generation, okay, into this country, okay, those do it all, believe it all type Jakes, okay, those bread and butter Jakes, okay, Southern tribe, okay, he doesn't regard them. So he used that old Eve up, okay, put her in the system and everything. She was making him money. Now he's discarding Eve in all levels. All Eves will be feeling like that old Eve, okay, being discarded trash, okay. The white man has used you all, okay. All right. Okay, second, Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Okay, grandma has received benefits from this Edomite, this devil, and has not known the Most High, okay? All she care about is driving, riding around, getting it, okay, and running errands, okay? But no, grandma, you need to sit your ass down, okay? And that's what's happening, okay? Most High is taking away these women's benefits, okay, the ability to do what they want, okay? He's pulling all that back, okay, because this is judgment, and they are a big problem. They are a big part of this problem, okay, and helping Esau destroy the Most High's children, okay, and overall his house, okay, of Israel, northern and southern tribe, okay. So these women are getting their benefits taken, okay, and grandmas too, okay, with such as in their life have received benefits. Grandma has received a lot of benefits, okay, easy way, house, all that. Probably got a pension, everything, Social Security, all that bullshit, all right, but not doing basically nothing, okay. She received benefits and have not known me, okay. Yeah, so now the party's over, grandma. We're in the last days, okay. You're slowly going to get your stuff taken just like the young girls, okay. All right, the young Eves, all right, and vice versa, all right, because you all have not known the Most High. You have caused more problems to the house of Israel, okay, just as much as the heathen have, okay. So now you're going to be brought low, all right. So that means including no driving, okay, all right, no flying, all right. Daniel 7 and 25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints. Yes, okay, and that's what this devil does. This white man does speak great words against the Most High, and he's wearing out the saints, okay. The house of Israel, northern and southern tribe, were working. That's all these jakes complain about. It's just working and barely have time to eat or sleep. All they complain about is just working, okay, because Jake doesn't believe in anything else. All he believes in keeping Babylon going so he can get a paycheck and party on the weekends, and now he can't do that, okay. Now they won't be able to go in with this real ID. They won't be able to fly in and out of certain cities, okay? Because we know Jakes are the last ones to know and last ones to pick up on everything. All these Edomites and heathen nations are ready to lock and load. They're ready for war. They can see that this place is going down. They know that the Most High is tearing up this place, but Jake still wants to party. Jake still wants to bullshit. Jake still wants a license to drive up and down the street and show off, okay? That's all about to be brought down, okay, to a knot. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws, right? And she was saying back in the old times, they did this, they didn't do that, okay? These are the last days, these are new times, okay? All right, the old ways are coming back, but not the ways that you think or Esau or Eve wants, okay? He's what? This Edomite is changing times and laws, okay? So it was all cool just a minute ago, a week ago. Now it's not cool no more for E to be riding around getting it and getting a license. Nah, he's changing up the rules in the middle of the game. That's how Esau is. Always goes back on his word. Treaties, contracts, anything he does, he violates them. Writes them out, tells everybody how they should be and do them, and then he switches up. Okay, he's a double-minded man. Okay, he is your enemy. Okay, and Eve has brought into the philosophies and ways of the serpent, okay? And that's this devil, okay? This Edomite, okay? He spit some whack ass game, and she brought it up. She ate it up, okay? So he's changing up. And so she said, well, how would I get a license in the first place? Well, obviously you've been used by this country, okay, by this white man, okay, but Eve still doesn't get it, okay. These 2/3 don't give it, okay. All right, they don't see the writing on the wall. This place is going down, okay. This country is shutting down, okay. And grandma's peers, her likewise, they're gonna be going through the same thing too. Like I said, the real ID is a trick bag, okay? It's a segue into the Motb, all right? So you go to the NBA, you think you're doing the right thing, getting your real ID, they're going to either question you about your immigration status, or they're going to take your regular license and tell you that your birthright citizenship is up for discussion, okay? And that's how they're going to get the northern and southern tribe, okay? That's what the trick is, okay? The real ID is they trick bag, segue into the Motb. Once they take that from you, your ability to travel with a car or a plane, then you're gonna be, they got you on the ground, they got you grounded, they got you basically where they last known you to be, okay? So they can pull up on you, and they're doing that with the northern tribe. They rumbling up on where the northern tribe at because they're so hot, okay? They're so predictable, okay? Jake is so predictable and stupid, okay, in these times, right? But as men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, you have been warned. They have been telling you, prophets have been out there telling you, but you fail to take heed, okay, in these times. So that's why Esau gonna roll up on you and roll down on you a great rap, because he knows where you're at, okay? You're not moving no more, and you're easy prey, okay? But remember, Esau is a cunning hunter, a man of the field, okay? So this is what he likes to do. This is what he likes to do, pop up. So he likes to hunt you down, all right? Come when you least expect it, because he's a hunter. He's cunning, okay? And these tribes, northern and southern tribes, do not see that. They do not see the characteristics of this white man, this Edomite, okay? So it's game time for him. It's hunting time, okay? But it's also hunting time for the servants of the Lord, the men of the Lord, to search out and put a net out there, cast a net to bring in the remnant, okay? The 1/3, okay? The fruits that are profitable to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, okay? But this devil, he's changing times and laws, okay? He's changing everything up, okay? Because he knows that he has a short time, right? 2nd Ezra 15-17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. And like I said, a lot of Jakes will go get to the airport. They won't be able to fly out or be processed extra late, okay, because they are going to come to the airport with their regular IDs and will not be able to get on a flight, because Jake does not take heed to the news or the happenings of the world and see what's going on. Okay, they're not listening to the prophets. Okay, if they are listening to anything, they turn it. They have a short attention span, and they're not getting the meat of the information that they need to protect themselves or to make a sound decision. Okay, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. They won't be able to fly out. Okay, they're gonna lose the ability to fly. Okay, and Jakes that aren't flying, and aren't doing the jet setting. Okay, driving. Like grandma, you will be sitting at home. You will go to the NBA and think you're doing the right thing by listening to Mr. White Man, okay, Esau, and then he's going to snatch your ID when you get there, and he's not going to know you. So if they doing that to Jim Crow era blacks, okay, or so-called Israelites, okay, so-called blacks, Israelites, okay, Eve is his number one ace boom coon, then you know they're going to do that to everybody else, okay? So everybody else now, birthright citizenship is up for discussion, up for grabs right now, okay? So you're going to want to drive somewhere, you won't be able to. They're going to take your license, okay? And they're doing it on the geist of the real ID, okay? They're going to say Migo, Northern Tribe, making counterfeit IDs, and this is why we got to do this, and the immigration. So a lot of Jakes, Northern and Southern tribe, going to either get deported or lose their birthright, citizenship, ability to move around and to get federal documents now. That's what they're doing. So this devil is cunning. He's tricky, okay? He's sneaky, but may the Lord serves the Lord, okay? We can see that, okay? All right. So Job 5:12, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. And that's what Yahweh is going to do once Yahweh comes, okay? This man won't be able to get that Motb or like that. All right, it's a lot of y'all, or a lot of 2/3 that are going to take it. Okay, of course the heathen, we don't care about them, they're done. All right, so they had their reward. All right, so whether they take it or not, it don't matter, they're finished. Okay, but the house of Israel, okay, the 2/3 will take it. Okay, but the remnant, the 1/3, the elect, 144, okay, he Most High is going to disappoint this devil's devices, okay? So he won't perform his enterprise, okay? So he won't be languishing in this crazy new system that he's trying to bring to fruition. So I just wanted to bring that out, okay? The Real ID will lead into the Motb. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom.